What is going on, everybody? I'm finally back. I'm off work. Finally able to chill a little bit, play a little bit of Call of Duty. We do that a little bit after work, man. It is always good to have a hobby. That is a big thing, having hobbies out here. But anyway, I kind of wanted to get on the topic today of escapes, jailbreaks, basically. And of course, when I'm talking about escapes, not so much from prisons, because prisons are harder to get out of. Yeah, people do get out of them, but I haven't had no dealings with people that have. But is what I have had experience with is people escaping out of county jails and getting me in trouble. Crazy. We'll get into that part in a minute. But it's the main reason why I'm really on this subject today is because I have a friend that just escaped. I actually got close with him in Cameron Prison in Cameron, Missouri, after I leveled down from the max to level 5. So anyway, a little bit about him. Justin Lance Stevens, goes by Smash. He was Southwest Honky. I'm not sure if he's banging that anymore. I'm not sure about any of that. But what I do know is it's about 3 days ago. I need to pull up on my phone here. Turn my other phone, my T-Mobile phone on. It died on me in the middle of shooting the other video. But, and again, I'm going to start getting my laptop and everything incorporated in these videos. I need to start doing some editing and just getting into it, making it more professional. Like I said, I'm new to this. Give me a little bit of time and I will brush up on it all. And yeah, we'll get the channel together and looking good. Anyway, Justin goes by Smash. I've known him now for about 4 years. We even got out of prison, and for the first couple years we hung out. You know, we were friends. I got out, hit the ground running the right way, working, this, that, and the other. Not saying I'm perfect, not saying I haven't had no bumps along the way, because I definitely have. But the point is my feet are on the ground today. I'm going to work. I'm doing what I need to do. I'm not strung out on drugs, and I'm not fucking up. Basically, I'm doing what I need to do. And there's a lot of us that, you know, we've fallen short, unfortunately. And I hate that. I hate to see, especially with my brothers, people I love and I've cared about. I hate to see that. But anyway, yeah, Smash, we'd gotten close, man. He was in the gang life, the whole gang culture. I never really, that was never really my thing. I just had a lot of homies that were gang members, and did they want me to be? Yeah, but I just wasn't with all that. And them being my friends already, their bullshit already came my way. I didn't feel the need to, I guess. I don't know. And I wanted to go home. I'd already been losing dates, getting in trouble for my own bullshit, already going to the hole for my own bullshit, already being a knucklehead for my own bullshit, and I didn't feel the need to get into any trouble for another man, or have another man tell me what I need to do. Not knocking anybody that is a part of a gang or whatever. Cool, that's you, that's your thing. Anyway, as for Smash, several times there had been drama on the yard, him being a Southwest honky, and the drama had brushed our way, and we just gotten close through being in prison together, man. And yeah, several times we almost split the yard over dumb little stupid shit. Splitting the yard splitting the yard with another group of individuals, going at it with them over something, whatever happened. But yeah, that close with him, like got real close with the guy. And then the relationship, our friendship continued out here. We became friends, barbecues, hanging out. I know his mom, got close with his mom and his whole family. And I'm gonna pull it up here if I can. I do believe I can. I actually seen it on a dude's YouTube. Shout out, man, I gotta find the guy's YouTube channel. White Boy something. And that's what got me on this subject, because White Boy Radio. Yeah, I do believe. Yeah, shout out White Boy Radio. I'm gonna go to the actual news clipping of it. And we have it right here, Berry County. And my phone died, of course. Anyway, we'll have to let that go. Like I said, I just got off work. Sorry. Anyway, the point is he escaped. He's on the run right now. And I ask everybody to please say a prayer for him, because he is a friend. He is a good guy when he is not out on that bullshit. Anyway, escapes. As for escapes, we're going to get off of him in a minute. I'll pull his story up as soon as this charges at the end of it. Actually, I got my laptop charging. I might be able to pull it up on here in just a minute. Anyway, I actually did a year, and I've talked about this earlier. I actually did a year in solitary confinement in a level 5 camp. Crossroads, before they shut it down for the riot. The big riot cost them millions of dollars. They shut this prison down. This prison was crazy. But this solitary confinement, see, it was one house, and it was like basically Missouri's SHU program, 23-1. But I was always on DISSEG. ADSEG is 23-1. That is if you're not in trouble or whatever. You get 23-1. You get an hour out in the cage, outside in the cell to do your whatever, and you'll get there's a shower rotation. You get to shower like 3 times a night. Like, it's on a rotation. But anyway, I went. They had the whole. It was one house, and then they had the actual hole that was 2-man cell. I was in the 1-man for 10 months before they finally kicked me out to the yard. And this one house is solitary confinement, literally the nut house, man. This is where I met the dude that liked to lock his dreads up with his own shit. He was in a padded room, pickle suit, shitting in the hole in the floor, and of course wiping it all over the walls and twisting his dreads with it and smearing it. It was just crazy. I met another dude in there, Adam. He had this guy, man, like he was your friend at first. Like, he would fight with everybody on the walk. Like, a lot of these guys were check-ins, what they call check-ins. That's when they go to the hole for protection, and they know that being behind that door, they can bark at people and nothing will happen to them. So Adam would do that with a lot of these gang members, like family values, and like he would just be and they would talk shit back, but they knew what it was with Adam. Like, he was just crazy. And anyway, this dude, like, he would, like, I thought he was cool at first. Like, we talked and everything. The next thing I know, he thinks I'm fucking talking shit on him and he's going crazy on the window at me, and like I'm just like, whatever. Family Values dudes told me about him. I'm like, whatever, fucking leave me alone. Well, leave me alone, dude. I'm not trying to holler at you through this fucking door. You know what I mean? Period. Um, then they had how I learned sign language was from this Muslim Muhammad. He was right across the walk from me, man. And this dude was pretty cool. He was all right for, you know, what he could be meeting a guy through a door in a level 5 solitary confinement program. He taught me sign language. He was down there for a murder. One of these guys, one of his brothers claimed this dude was raping him, and this is also online. You can find all this online too. I can look it up, whatever. The actual video of it, the news, all of it. They stabbed this dude to death, and they were down in the hole for it. And this dude taught me sign language. He was deaf, and he wanted to communicate with his Muslim brothers down the walk, and told me, hey man, you're gonna need to be able to use or learn how to do sign. You're gonna need it in a level 5, but I will teach you if you help me communicate with my bros. So that's how I learned my sign language. But this hole, it was just crazy, and I'm just kind of telling you a little bit about the hole. We're not gonna go completely into it because I'm more so on the escape part. But just the Logan dude that stabbed my first cellie, he ended up there, and he was just, they kept having to extract him out of his cell, and he was fighting them and all kinds of stuff. There's guys down there for 7 years at a time. I guess they ended up liking it. I don't know, your mind just adjusts, and that's another thing. Eventually I'm going to get into all this whole time and your mind being a prisoner of your mind. We're going to talk about that a lot. Being a prisoner of your heart, all that. We're going to talk about all that, your emotions, all that through this channel. We're going to get into all, I've got a lot to get into. But I just kind of wanted to fill you in on the whole part. I did a year or 10 months in this hole before I was kicked out of the yard over an escape. And I'm gonna see if I can get this guy on here later. He's my best friend growing up. Had been my best friend for all. We're still friends. We still talk. Keith. I'm not gonna throw his last name out there. If you know, you know. If you can look it up about his escape or whatever. I'll reach out to him and we'll get on here and we'll go more into it with this video. But anyway, I'm still in diagnostics. And for those of you that were asking that don't know diagnostics, it's basically like the processing of an inmate. You come in, they draw your blood, they want to know if you have any diseases, HIV, hepatitis C, they want to know if you have your GED, they want to know what your crime is, of course. You know, it's a way to classify you, your age, all that. If you have children, all that in Missouri, that's the way it is. To classify you into what level offender you will be. If you're going to be a level 1, meaning you're going to go to a lesser controlled prison. It ain't going to be controlled movement. It's basically going to be an open yard. Controlled movement meaning being like the level 5 I first started out. There is no open movement. It is controlled by guards. We go to chow and all that, wing, dorm at a time. We get yard with another dorm, maybe a dorm and a half at a time. Just everything is locked down. Everything is controlled in a level 5, and a level 1 is not. Like, everything is open, everything's popping, yard all day, and the more so you move up, the more stricter it gets. 2s, 3s. The 3 where I leveled down to being Cameron, where I met Smash, who I just talked about, who I got close with there at that camp, and some of his bros there. That's for another day. But anyway, the escape is what put me in the hole for 10 months. Keith, I was in diagnostics, and I called home. I was in this medical wing over my ankle, another story for another day. I got plates in my ankle over something, a story I want to get into with y'all later. But I was in the medical wing. This is before they moved me back over to a regular wing, and I would end up going to the hole for this phone call. Anyway, I call, and this is crazy, like another crazy thing. Like, I tell a lot of crazy stories, but I called home, literally called, knew nothing about what was going on or who was at my mother's house. I was just calling my mom, wanted to shoot shit with my mom, check on my mom, check on my family. And the first thing I'm greeted with is, "Oh my God, you're not gonna believe who is here, and you really need to get him out of here." So I'm like, what the hell? What is going on? And what up, bro? You know, comes on the phone. I'm like, what the fuck? And I know who it is. It's Keith, but I know that Keith is locked up on big Grand Theft Auto charges. Like, this dude was apparently had the governor of Oklahoma's car or some shit. Even like, he had a whole ring, like big charges. He didn't get out. He didn't bond out. None of that. I know that. You know what I mean? I know what happened. I know what type of time he's on, man. And apparently this is like 3 times. Like, dude did this like 3 times. I'm gonna get bro on here. I'm gonna interview him about all this shit. We'll go more into depth on it. But anyway, I call home. He's here. I'm like, what the fuck? Of course, that being my best friend, we've grown up together. Always did our dirt together. Like, literally, when whoever was in jail, I would be in jail first. It would be like not even a day, maybe a day, he'd be right behind me. Vice versa. He would go to jail, it wouldn't even be maybe a day later. I was right behind him. We're in jail together. And 9 times out of 10, I'm going to prison. He's going to fucking catch more big ass charges or whatever. You know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, I call home, he's here, and that is what my people say. Like, you need to work on getting him out of here, because like, they did not want to be no part of that. Like, man, he escaped out of jail. You know what I'm saying? Love you, but damn, that's wild. But anyway, I call home, and there it is. And I called a friend, and I got him a ride. But I called this friend later, and this friend's like, we don't know where he went. Like, he never showed up down there. We went to this location that you told us to go to, and he never came. Like, dude never showed up. Dude, where I told him to go to meet my people, he never showed up. So I later on find out that bro went back into the jail. He went back to the jail, like, and snuck back in jail. Him and these dudes he was with, and then apparently had done it a few times, been in and out. Like, how you gonna escape out of jail and then escape back into jail? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is that about? Anyway, how you gonna escape out of jail anyway? I've just never been one to want to do the mandatory 5 years on that shit. Like, usually the shit I'm facing, I'm stressing on that anyway, you know. And I know eventually I'm gonna get out, but damn, it might be a while. But if I pull some shit like that, it's gonna be longer, man. And once you pull some shit like that and you go to prison, you are not going to a lower level prison. You are not doing no work. You're not doing none of that. Once I caught this shit and went to the hole for just calling and telling, hey, go pick my homie up and get him out, blah, 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 blah. Just for doing that, I conspired. Like, I need to find these write-ups. I got all my write-ups, I do believe, from prison still. I need to find these write-ups and show you, pull them up on here. Yeah, literally, they wrote me up conspiring with another inmate. Conspiring with another inmate from another institution to escape a correctional facility. I went to the hole for that. Like, I was literally in my bunk, knocked out, sleeping, and in my heart, like, all that shit over them phones, like, and I'm gonna have more stories about the phones for you, some sketchy shit I dealt with, getting hemmed up over the phones, all that shit that will come down on you over them phones. And like, I've been in several jams, like, and people around me, friends, homies, all that, them phones will get you. Anyway, and in my heart I kind of knew, like, man, they know, you know what I mean? Like them people we done in this county, me and Keith done did our dirt together growing up. Like they know what it is with me and him. They definitely gonna call up to the prison, even though I'm clear. Literally, I'm up here in the top of the state and he's down here in the bottom. Like they're gonna call up here. They're gonna go over these phone logs and I'm gonna get jammed up, and I'm gonna be in the hole. Never knew to the extent of what I was gonna be in the hole. Not realizing you're already a level 5. I was already classified C5, maxed out. Not realizing that once you go to the hole like that for a major conduct violation, which mine was a major, anything, technically like anything like a number 11 down would be a major. To me, a major would be like a 4 down. Rule violation 4 down. Mine, which was mine was a number 4. The lowest is the worst you can get. The lower the number goes, the worse the violation is. Mine was a number 4. A number 1 is murder. Number 3 is having a weapon. So you basically get the gist of it. They write me up for this number 4, conspiring to escape or assist another inmate with an escape. Or no, at first they wrote it up like I tried to escape, and I had to go to. It's like being in court with all the prison, the functional unit manager, the white shirt not the warden, but you get it. You get what I mean. It's like being in court when you're in the hole. And I had to go, hey man, y'all can't write that like that. Like it literally said that I conspired to escape from a correctional facility, and the parole board ain't gonna like reading that. Hey, ain't no other prison when I show up, they're not, oh yeah, okay, yeah, watch this one. You know what I mean? Like, no, y'all got to rewrite that. And it was dumb anyway. Like, y'all shouldn't have hit me like that. Like, for real, I was trying to get him. Love, bro, but I was trying to get him out of here, away from my family. But, yeah, I get it. Anyway, so that is what happened. He ended up going in and out. And then the third time he escaped, he went on a high speed with him. He stole 2 dirt bikes and a truck, and it was a whole crazy ordeal. I got a lot of crazy ordeals for you. But anyway, yeah, I was just, it blew my mind to see Smash this morning on that YouTube channel. And it just blew my mind for real. My girlfriend is the one that actually notified me. I was at work, and like I heard from him. This is why it really just like damn, like hit me, because I had heard from bro not too long before this shit happened, and man, I knew he was on some bullshit. Like I knew, like you can just tell when somebody's not living right or whatever. I don't know what he had on. I'm not going to speak. I don't know what he had going on, but I just, I don't really hang out with nobody. I don't hang out with nobody but my girlfriend and my family, and that is what it is. I might see a old friend every great once in a while, but not if you're on that bullshit. Not if you ain't got freedom on your mind. You know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to see nobody that ain't got the right kind of mind, and basically my girl's the only one I've met that's got the right kind of mind. But anyway, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and show you.
This career isn't easy.
Yeah, I might be able to.
But nothing worth doing ever is.
Being one of us requires heart, drive, and unmatched dedication.
Dedicate your life?
Yeah, let's go ahead and skip that. Oh, and of course it's gonna give me.
Men who escaped from the Berry County, Missouri jail are still on the run tonight. The sheriff's office says Lance Justin Stevens, Matthew Allen Crawford, and Christopher Allen Blevins escaped from jail this Friday morning, and they should be considered armed and dangerous. Lauren Schrenker joins us live with the latest on the search efforts. Lauren. Francis, right now I'm outside of the Barry County Jail. This is where the inmates escaped from. I've been in touch with the sheriff, who shares with me they're actively working on a lead with U.S. Marshals.
Our guard's kind of a little up.
Barry County Sheriff's deputies and U.S. Marshals are following a lead, actively searching for 3 inmates who escaped from the Barry County Jail on Friday morning. Authorities want you to be on the lookout for these men: Lance Justin Stevens, Matthew Allen Crawford, and Christopher Allen Blevins.
We don't really like people escaping, especially if they have to be in jail for a certain reason.
That's
Yeah, I
Barry
could
County
imagine.
local Ashton Esch. He says this is the talk of the town. He says that the community is keeping its guard up. Deputies ask you not to approach the 3 men and call 911, and that they are considered to be armed and dangerous. All 3 men have charges ranging from stealing, tampering, drugs, and weapon charges.
We've been making sure we have about 12 cars at our property. The place I live, we also have about 7-8 cars down in Washburn, and even though they escaped in
Washburn is
Cassville,
where Justin's
we're
from.
12, 13 miles away, and we're still locking our cars, doors, everything.
Barry County Sheriff Danny Boyd says he's getting calls with new leads and tips every hour. We asked him to speak on camera to provide more information, but he was unable to, as he's a part of the active search. Authorities are asking that you take more safety precautions until deputies find the wanted men.
Yeah. So there you see it. That is Justin right there with the face tattoo. Anyway, I hope I got all that real decently. I gotta set everything up. Like I'm just getting off work, and I'm about to. I promise you guys. I promise you. I'm about to start setting all this up to where it's more professional. We can edit stuff, and I can have these videos in my video, in my backdrop, all that. Set up some cameras, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Anyway, I appreciate y'all's time. If I could get a like, subscription, that would be great. Most of all, subscription. But anyway, man, I just ask y'all stay safe for real. Stay out of trouble. Keep it real. Keep it 100. Stay safe. Later.